Good morning, everyone. We are here with Roxy's weekly challenge. Today we're going to make some accordion style trifold ephemera holders. So you're going to need some envelopes. I've got new envelopes and vintage envelopes. I'm also going to add one of these, and then a decorative paper, or a journal paper, or some sort of decorative paper that you want to use. So I'm going to take one out of this journal, just a minute, because I'm going to make them for my loaded bags, and I'm going to make an extra one so that way I remember. Now these are already folded, so I'll have to adjust the fold. Let me see which one I might like to use. Yep, so I'll be refolding these. Maybe I'll use, and they're double-sided printed. Maybe I'll use this one here. Okay, so I'll do one at a time. Oh no, actually, I want to do more than one at a time, so I'll just have to work it out afterwards. Just going to grab 4 different journal pages. So how is everyone today? I hope you're well. Not that one, that won't fold so well. Maybe this one. That one there. And one more. 2 more I need, actually. That one. And I'm going to do another one. That one. Okay. There we go. Right. So these I had folded in half because I thought I was going to be putting them, I might put them in as journal pages, but now I'm going to change my fold, and it won't be an issue because I'm going to be gluing down some envelopes. I'm going to have that like that. So just a little, it's probably about 2 inches, a bit less than 2 inches, 1 3/4 inches fold over on the edge. That one works well. And that won't be an issue, that crease there. So, and I'm just eyeballing it, I'm not measuring. That one. And let's move these out of the way. So you don't actually need writing paper on the inside because you're not going to be writing in them, but these were that's how they were printed. You could just have a decorative paper printed on the other side. Okay, my next job is, I've only got 3 of these. I need to go and grab another one. Is I'm just going to measure these like so. Actually, I'll just measure 1, and I want them to stay within the top and bottom of the trifold. So I need to cut these and these as well. So how many of these do I have? I've got 4. So I need to decide. No, I have them that way. So I will lose a little bit of the stamped bit. I don't think I'll be able to do all of those. Maybe I can get away with doing 4. Put them in your cutter. Just okay, and so then I'll just measure. I do need to grab another window envelope. I'll take this one, line them up, okay. I don't know if I'm going to keep those bits or not. Right, then our next job is, it's a very simple thing, this project, is to take our envelopes. If they're open, we need to close them. So I'm going to use my Tombow glue. And the first thing I'm going to close is the cut edge. There. And then I'm going to run a little bit of glue along there, being careful not to be too oozy, like not too much, up along here. And then along here. Okay, and I did ooze a bit too much over there, so we'll just clean that off. Okay, right, so that's done. We're going to be opening it at the top afterwards. Now there is glue in there, so, oh, not much glue left. I should put some more in. Oh, no, I just need to go across here. I'm not using glue stick because I can control better where my glue goes with this glue. Okay. Oh, that's a nice colour blue in there. I need to fill it. Now the reason why I go along here is just to make sure, because there I can't tell how much glue to put, but you also don't want to put too much glue because then you'll glue it shut. So if you put a glue here, then you're not going to have a gaping gap there, in theory. That's the theory. Okay. That one has run out, so oh look, that one's gone solid, so I can't use that one. I will use this one. So that one's already closed. It's cold this morning. Well, our house is not that cold, but the glues, you can tell they struggle when it's cooler outside. Okay, that should be all right. And then we've got to do these ones, the same thing. So there, and then I can take this bit off because these are new. Actually, just run my glue along there because that's sticky, and then just along here, like with the like with the other ones. Let me see if up here, I've got lots of envelopes up here, if I've got a window one, by any chance, then I can, oh, I've got this colour one, I'll do that one. That way I don't have to get up and go into my cupboard to get more of the, I don't even know if I've got any more of those cream ones. I might, I should do, but who knows. Take that off. It'll all come to light in a minute what's going to happen. Okay. We'll do this one and then we'll cut the other one. And it's a good idea to, like, you know, as you saw I cut them all together. That's a good idea because they're going to be laid on top of each other. So if they're more or less a similar length, that's probably more aesthetically pleasing. There. And this one. Okay. Right. So that's glued. Now let's just measure this one and trim that one off. And then I've got my fourth one. Okay. So next Friday will be my last Roxy's Weekly Challenge for this year. And then we'll pick it up again in the first week of January. Okay. Actually, I probably should go down that as well. Okay, so my next job is, make sure they're all at the top. I'll just take two at a time, I think. And I need to just trim a tiny bit off at the top. Just a tiny slither to, actually maybe I should do one of these and one of these. Just to open them. So those will go together. Let's just start slotting them. So that's open there and that's open there. Okay, so I'm going to start, if I keep them together, that way they're the same-ish height as each other. So put these two together. And then these two. Yep, I'm making an extra one so that way I've got that and I can remember it for another time. Oh, okay. Right, and put that there. So what's next? We've used the cutter. Our next job is to glue these in. And they are going to glue in, they're going to cover the doggy, they're going to glue in there. So and I'm going to have the opening facing away from the center. So to glue them in, I want them to open up accordion style. So what you need to do is that make sure you know, oops, make sure you know where your opening is. Just make sure I haven't, oh, that one I glued. A bit too much glue there. Yeah, make sure you didn't glue them too much. Okay, that's all right. And this one is good. Okay, so that's the top of this one, top of this one. Flip it over and run some glue stick down the center. Just down the center. You'll see why in a minute. Make sure you put a lot. And then line it up with this one. Make sure your openings are both at the same, you know, both at the top. And then line them up and glue them together. So opening here and opening there. Now only the glue down the center, because if you put glue everywhere, you're not gonna be able to open it. See? They're just down the center. And we'll do this one. I need a new glue page. Down the center, because I've made the boo-boo of putting the glue everywhere, and then I haven't been able to open them at all. And I'm going to put it here. So I'm going to leave a nice amount of space up here, so that way I can slide things in and out. And you can see that opens, and we've done this before, but I'm just in case there's new people, it opens like that. And I put the window at the front so then you can see. So we'll do all of that first. We need to get a few glue pages prepared, because I don't want to get glue on my things, so I'll just pull out a few from here. Okay, next. So very simple project. The top is there, so flip it over. And I will go ahead and check all of them just to make sure they all open. And the nice thing about this too is when you pull it open, you can see the stamp bits as well, which were nice to keep. Okay, and then glue down the center here. Now I'm not using wet glue because this is regular copy paper, so we don't want to, you know, make it all crinkly and too wet. So that's that one. I just check that it all opens, because also you get glue stick up here, and then yeah, that's good. So definitely a project you can, in inverted commas, mass make, like make multiples and streamline the process. Just very important, especially these are a little bit easier to remember because the envelopes that you have the opening at the top, but like if you do it with book pages or something, which I've done before, sometimes it's not so obvious, so you could easily glue them incorrectly. Put that in there, leaving a little bit of space from the fold, so that all opens nicely. Good. It's a more or less down the center. It's not like I'm not measuring where the center is exactly. Got a bit of glue up there. See how sticky that is? Didn't line it up properly. Okay. Now these ones are two different heights. I probably should have trimmed that down a bit, but anyway, I'll put the glue on now. I've got lining up issues with this one. Okay, that's going there. Let's check they open. Oh no, it's all right. Good. Let them dry a minute. Now, my next job is I wanted to put these bags on, and I'm going to put, and it reinforces the copy paper. I'm going to put them here. So there's another pocket to put things, and I'm just simply going to glue them straight on. I'm just going to grab, oops, a bigger piece of glue paper, and I'm going to smush my glue all over here. And simply glue that on. It doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as it goes around the edge. So then you can embellish these, but I'm not embellishing them because it's for the people where these are going. They're going in the loaded bags, and I want them to be able to embellish them. Now that's all sticky. So I'm gluing it really on the front of these sort of envelopey things because I want the flap on the out so you can see the flap so you can open it. I thought about, you know, sealing down the flap and closing them and having them top loading, but I think it's nice so that way things don't fall out necessarily. Oh, and I was talking about Ziploc bags yesterday. I can get the Ziploc bags. I just can't get them everywhere. Like I can't get them at the supermarket, which in Australia you can get Ziploc bags at the supermarket. But I've got IKEA literally probably 1 minute, 2 minutes in the car down the road, and they have a huge array of Ziploc bags. So, you know, it's not an issue. I can get them. Oh dear, I need to refold here. It's okay, I've got a bit of space. Yeah, so please don't, some of you very kindly offered to send me Ziploc bags. I don't need them, I have them. I was just saying you can't get them everywhere. Okay, that's all right. And let me double check this one before I glue. That one's good. Right, I'm just going to grab another glue page. Get a big one. Oh, I had trouble getting myself going. It's early this morning. I don't have to go anywhere this morning. No supermarket or anything like that. So I think, you know, because I usually have to go out every morning and do stuff. And today I don't have to. And it's sort of thrown me for a loop. And it's like a dream come true not having to go out. But then getting myself going was quite difficult. Okay. Right. Let me just clean off my fingers. Now, my next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 tabs so it's easy to lift these. Just double checking. Okay. So I'll do this ones last because they're... Okay. I'm going to put some tabs. So I need to get some paper. Just some scraps. What else do I have here? Little pieces. No, not so much in that one. I've got them in my other folder. My other envelope. It's really an envelope, isn't it? Which I put where? No. Oh, yeah. Plenty of pieces of paper here. No, not those. They're too small. This one I can use. This one I can use. Good way to use up your scraps. Okay. So I can do my tabs. I don't want them to be too tall, obviously. Scissors. I can do them 2 ways. I can fold it over like this, and then grab this punch and punch out all the corners and make a nice shape. So that can be one. So you want to put it in such a way that it's going to fit. And, you know, when you fold that over, it's not going to bend. So that's one. And then my next one, I'm going to choose a different paper, maybe this one. It won't be exactly the same. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to whale tail. I'm going to do them different. 2 different tabs. Well, that didn't do too well, did it? And then this one, I am going to attach. Now, you don't want to interfere. I wouldn't attach it. Well, I could attach it over there or attach it in the middle. So you don't interfere with your accordion, if that makes sense. Let's see, let's attach that in there. So if I had 3 envelopes, because you can attach 3, you can attach more. I just did 2. Then I could have another one down there, and it would be, you know, more balanced. Okay, that's better. So there we go. We've got 2 tabs, so you can lift that and you can lift that. All right, so we'll do the next one. Actually, I'll prepare a few. Let's prepare a few tabs. I need 6 more. So I'll fold this over, fold that over. You could also prepare them with scraps of scrapbooking paper, whatever you like. And let's punch. Let's see if I can do a better job here. Can I? Oh, that's my tummy rumbling. I'm hungry today. I don't know why. I'm not normally hungry at this hour. Let's punch this one. How many do I have? I've got 3 to do, so I don't need any more whale tail punches. And then I can cut. This is nice and straightish. And this one I'm not going to use the other punch. I'm just going to fold it over and snip off the corners. Which is just as nice. And you could even put like a little label on them too if you wanted to. If you needed to label what was in each one. You see how it, you know, it's a little bit fiddly otherwise to sort of pull it up, lift it up. So having a tab on there is good, I think. Yes, I'll put this one. So I'm choosing to have them sort of near each other, my two tabs. Good. That's that one. Oops. Nice thing, this is a nice Happy Mail thing to use, I think, and also really nice thing to include with a journal, especially if it's a journal that's not really overly decorated and you want to include some items for whomever to use. Okay, so that's done. So then you can choose to, which I'm not going to do. Oh, I've got a bit of a crinkle there. You can choose, I'm going to snip my corners. You can choose to put an eyelet or reinforce here and punch a hole and put some baker's twine or something, or string or whatever in there to hold it closed, but I'm not going to do that. I'll show you why. I've done one, so I'll show you afterwards how it's I won't open it because I'm going to do that in a different video. We'll fill them. Probably in my video tomorrow I'll fill these. But I'll just show you. I just tied baker's twine around it. Get less curling if you snip off the corners. Okay, so let's just recap what they look like. So we've got this here, and you can take that off and put some pretty washi tape or something there if you don't want to keep that. So that's a nice big pocket, and then we've got our accordion like that. That's one. So they're all the same, except for the tabs are not all exactly the same. That's that one. So really simple project, but really a lovely thing to include. So just, yeah, periodically check that they still open. And that one, and then that one. Okay, so that's those, and I'll just show you the tied up one that I've done, if I can find it. Whose did I put it in? Yeah. So I've just simply tied baker's twine on it. I've slipped in a, I showed that in my video yesterday. I just slipped in that and a postcard, a vintage postcard, and that's going to go in their loaded bag or slotted into the journal, and it's full of fun things, but I'm going to fill that with you guys tomorrow. So that is my video for today. Really simple, really fun to make. Nice thing to mass make and have ready to go, maybe in all different styles, so that when you make a journal you can include it or send it to someone. And a nice way to use up envelopes. So you might have lots of new envelopes that you want to use up, or you might have lots of vintage envelopes. I would have liked to put the vintage ones on the front, but I wanted the window, so that's why I put them at the back. But as I mentioned, you can still see, when you pull this one, you can still see the stamping and everything, and yeah, on the envelopes. So there we go. So that is my little project for today. I hope you have fun with it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.